Right. You got to sit down with somebody earlier today, Kelsey Mitchell, while they were in their shoot around against LA, out there in LA. So let's take a look at your conversation.
We have Kelsey Mitchell of the Indiana Fever. I adore you, and I'm so happy that you're here. Let's just get straight to it. Kelsey, you just got done with shoot around. What are your thoughts on tonight?
It's a make or break moment for us. First 5 games were out the way. We're 0-5, got a donut, and I think for us, the West Coast is not easy. We're playing really great teams on this side of town. So I think for us, it'll make or break us as far as like where our energy is and where we're headed. This win will be really good for us, and I mean it's kind of a necessity right now. You know, just kind of see where our vibe is as a group and see how we can flip the switch and kind of get a world what they need to see.
You know, the world is all eyes on you, and there have been so many critiques around the start of your season being unnecessarily difficult. What do you say to that? And how are you all dealing with especially these games where it's close, it's right there, and how do you maintain the morale of everything?
For one, this world gonna say what they're gonna say, whether we like it or not, and I think it's on us to keep the main thing as a group and as a foundation, as an organization, to keep the main thing, and I think that's to win games. And so I'll say that, we are going through an adjustment period. We're playing some really great teams, and I think defensively we have to be sound, and I think that we have some ways to go in that area, but I think this experience and getting it early is going to help us, be at our best eventually. And I think that any great team or any sports fan know that, in order to have a great team, it's going to take some time.
And you've been through several iterations of the Indiana Fever. You are so tenured in this role that you're playing as the super vet of the team. And this year it's new. Again, so much outside noise that you're having to deal with. How has your role evolved, and what are you telling them in the locker room?
I think for me, like you said, I'm tenured. So for me, I take on the role of being the behind the scenes leader. You won't catch me on a lot of everything, and that's how I like to live my life. But I think that the way I operate in the locker room is that I let all 11 girls know that they bring something to the table and they're valuable. And I think that when our team can hear that and utilize that to go and win games, I think that's the best thing about me, because I don't care about what the world says. It's not gonna be the first, it's not gonna be the last. And I think for me, it's about staying focused and keeping the main thing for the sake of my team. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna continue to do that. Like I said, I don't have to be in the forefront of everything. And I think that's the best thing for me to do.
But you are highly productive, and it's funny because this next generation of players, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of them, you're their favorite player. And it's something about you really sticks with the next generation. But over the years, you've been able to develop your game. What have you added on the offseason? Because we got to witness some of you, balling out in Athletes Unlimited, but now you're back in the WNBA. What have you added to your game this year?
I think my confidence, for one, confidence is in everything. And I think that for me, it's like I put myself in a position where I know and I value the work that I put in, and now I gotta believe it. And I think my switch now is that I don't want to be anything that I can't do. I want to be able to guard both sides of the ball. I want to be able to defend. I want to be able to go get a bucket when I can. I want to be able to facilitate when I need to. I want to be limitless. And I think added to my bag this year is that pedigree of limitless. And I'm going to do my best to keep showing that every game.
Limitless is such an interesting word, because I feel like what you're having to be expected to do is to show up and being pushed past your limits. You've had loss, great loss, sudden loss. You've had injury that was also sudden. Kelsey, how do you show up every day and remain the same Kelsey Mitchell that can produce on the court, can be the rock of their team, even if it is in the back? And are you pouring into you?
I've never had a best friend until I got a therapist now. And so my therapist and my doctor does a really good job of keeping me sane and keeping me in the right framework to even be in this position. I also lean on the fact that even though my dad lost his life, I can lean on the fact that I got 28 great years with him, and I feel him through me. And I think that's kind of my motivation, because I love to hoop and he loved to coach it or watch basketball. That was his passion. I think I could live through it, and that part's kind of easy. But you never know what that kind of life feel like until you sit in the front of a funeral service. And you're the one that got to kind of be the host. And unfortunately for me, I've been able to experience a lot of great loss. And like you said, I could easily, be one of those people to let it deter me, to let it, take my focus away. But I'm a heart of heart. I feel like I'm prepared. I think I prepared myself to be in this moment. I think I prepared myself to lead my team in ways that, not a lot of people can recognize or understand. But I will say this loss has kind of put in perspective my drive and where I'm focused at. And unfortunate for the world, ain't nothing gonna be able to stop me because I've already, if I'm being honest, the worst has already happened to me. So it's on me to kind of like keep my team in the same realm of like staying focused. Not let's say my situation, but use that force and use that confidence as a group to kind of keep going.
But what is your plan? What is your tangible plan as a leader, as somebody who's in that locker room, to beat LA tonight? I mean, obviously not a scouting report, but what can we expect from the Indiana Fever tonight?
You're gonna expect a shift in our defensive mindset. I really believe that if we can defend some of the stuff is uncontrollable. Drew Lloyd sometimes is uncontrollable. Some stuff you can't control. But I think that we can do shift our mindset to defending for full shot clock and then able to go and play in transition. I think that's the expectation for us. If we can defend that side of the ball and do well, we're gonna get whatever we need on the offensive end. I think that's the expectation.
Well, Kelsey, we wish you the best. I know you have a game to prepare for. Go out, ball out, and we'll be on the lookout.
I always love for you. I appreciate y'all.